This man is sitting in the front seat. He wears the face mask on. He takes out the pepper spray. She is sitting on the passenger seat with a scared face. The man takes off his face mask. He doesn't care about the girl next to him. The girl doesn't even dare to make a sound. She tightly opens the door. The noise again draws the attention of the man. They look at each other. The man pulls his face mask on again. Tears slowly fell down from the girl's eyes. After waking up, she can feel that she is being pulled. Her friend is on the bed now. When her mind completely returned, she saw two sisters in the room. Their faces look so stressful. They are staring at the door. The door opens. Kevin holds a chair and comes in. After sitting down, he hasn't said anything. He silently considers choosing one of them and he chooses Marcia. He pulls her away. Marcia tries to struggle to be out of Kevin's hand. Casey tells her to pee in her pants. Marcia doesn't get what she means. The other two girls inside heard the cry of Marcia. 15 seconds later, Marcia is taken back. Kevin steps in with a very horrible appearance. He angrily closes the door and goes away. Clearly, Marcia did as Casey told. She was so scared that she peed in her pants. Claire said that she used to learn martial arts in 6 months. She was planning to fight against Kevin. Under the suppression of such a powerful body, all resistance. Marcia begs Casey to think of a way for her, but she just answers that there is no way. The next day, they look through the door hole. There is a woman outside. She is talking to Kevin. She looks like scolding him. The girls immediately call out for help. The woman steps ahead. They quickly step back. When opening the door, they don't dare to look at their eyes. The one they supposed to be a woman is actually that pervert. He comes in, talks to them so softly and leaves. The third day, Kevin brings a strange bucket of water and tells them to clean the toilet. In the evening, Casey wakes up dreamily. She sees Kevin sitting in front of the door. He is wearing kid clothing. Even his behaviors and talking seem like a child. Casey seems to understand something. She reminds everyone. They panicked again, hurrying to find the exit. They find a hole on the roof. At that moment, Kevin comes back. They try their best to block the door. Kevin can't push the door, thus he leaves. Not long after, he returns. He changed into another piece of clothing. His strength is much stronger. Claire leaves her two sisters there. She alone crawls into the ventilation pipe, going to another empty room. Then, she runs crazily. She doesn't know where she is. She is thinking how to escape from there. Behind suddenly has the voice of Kevin. He has arrived. Claire is so frightened, she hides in the wardrobe. She keeps her mouth and her breath. She hopes that Kevin won't detect her. Fortunately, he passed away. She breathes a sigh of relief. However, at the end, Kevin still found her. He locked her in a storage room. The other two sisters of hers, Casey and Marcia, were locked too. Casey wakes up. This pervert turns into another one. He not only takes them to the living room but also has no cautions about them. Marcia thinks that it's a good chance for them to run away. But Casey feels it's not the high time, tending to stop her. But Marcia picked the chair and beat Kevin. Casey stops Kevin but Kevin just tells her to return to the room. Casey follows his words. At the same time, Marcia hides into another room. She locks herself on her own. Suddenly, Kevin appears as a ghost and threatens her. The dagger is from the skin of her stomach. The results don't need to be thought about. Kevin changes his clothing and goes next to Casey. He wants to know why Casey didn't run away. He sincerely says his pains inside and takes Casey to go around his house. The weird actions of Kevin make Casey so frightened that she wipes in tears. A week later, Kevin's psychic visits his house. She feels something is not right. She sneaks to open the storage, finding a girl being locked inside. Now, Kevin suddenly appears and shuts his door. The doctor is so scared. She hadn't thought that her patient has a very serious status. She doesn't follow his words. Kevin takes out the pepper spray, making her in coma. Then, he slightly puts her on the sofa. After a while, the psychic wakes up. She takes the knife on the table, when seeing a creepy appearance of Kevin. Suddenly, he hugs the psychic and loosens strictly. This man has 20 personalities, a woman, a child, But today, he turns into the strongest personality, an animal. Casey quickly finds her two friends, but she just found two corpses. Her friends were killed by Kevin. Casey turns back and looks at Kevin. It's so easy for him to climb on this wall. Casey is so frightened. Suddenly, she sees a note on the table, writing a name, left by the psychic. It's his name. Casey screams out his name, Kevin Wendy. Kevin turns into another person. He doesn't remember what just happened. Casey runs ahead. Kevin changes his personality again. Casey opens the cupboard, and takes out a gun and bullets. She keeps running like crazy. Kevin gradually approaches her. She shoots continuously. He doesn't die. He uses his strength to reshape the steel stick. He already turned into an animal, but when he looks at Casey, he sees her wounds are similar to the ones on his body. They seem to realize something. The next day, Kevin disappears. Casey is rescued then, but nobody could find Casey's family.